Except you don't want me here anymore?
I don't think we're gonna be seeing each other. I screwed up. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, okay? I'm the idiot.
Please don't make me go.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what else to do.
I won't play the kangaroo song anymore.
Kind of a heartbreaking scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it hits you different now that you're a parent, and you think about that, and you think about times that like you got to do something, right? And your kid wants to help you do it, or they just can't, or whatever it is, and then you feel bad because they really want to do the thing with you, and they think they're ready or good enough, or the other side, how he depicts it there, it's like they think they've done something wrong, and that's what's causing the bad thing to happen, man. Kids are just so really fragile with that kind of stuff, and it's hard being an adult to like not let your own stuff bleed over and cause, a kid might think it's their fault, but really it's just we can't get out of our own ways.
What was that analogy you used one time? I liked it. You were using an analogy one time with working without seeing. You were like working in your car, this doctor.
Oh yeah, my dad, he was really big on when you worked on cars. He worked on anything. If you got into a situation where you couldn't see what you were doing, he'd tell you to do it by feel. And it was helpful a few times. Like if we had a repair manual for like my old S10, I could open it up to the page and he'd be like, look to see how the picture looks in there. And then just kind of visualize that in your head. And as you reach your hand up in here to do this thing, you'll kind of understand what it looks like in your brain, and your hand can kind of be your eye almost at that point.
Yeah.
If you can learn to do it without looking, you're going to be more proficient, at getting stuff done. And it helps you out in life too, because you don't have to stress as much when something's coming up and you like don't quite know how to do it. Sometimes you just need to like close your eyes and feel it out, I guess. Yeah.
I like that. I do like that. You kind of go with your inner gut feeling, and tying it back to just that scene from the movie, like kids learn so much without you even teaching them. And so like I feel like you're right when it comes to the parenting aspect. You won't know what that feels like, or even it hits differently now because you're a parent, because you can't imagine Wally just walking away, or you just not.
No way, man. I'd
right.
blast somebody before that ever happened. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's definitely hits differently. I haven't seen that movie in years, so I didn't quite remember that scene. But yeah, it hits me in the gut much different now than it did when I was younger watching that. It was like, oh well, they'll just get back together, it'll be fine. Like that kind of stuff happens in real life all the time, and it's not always because parents are neglectful or abusive or whatever. Sometimes you just can't make ends meet. It just happens.
What was that phrase? You can't be with crazy.
Yeah,
you really can't.
You can't, man.
What's some coping skills you can think of? Like coping skills just to cope with that moment. That moment that we just showed. Like it pulls on your heart. Like whenever you're a kid, like you can't fix your kids' problems for you. You can't.
It's heartbreaking, man. And like the coping mechanism sometimes, for situations like that where like your kid wants to do a thing or they want a thing, and like they just don't understand that there's like not time or not enough money or not enough, whatever, because we have something else to do, or some extenuating circumstances that, they just don't understand. And sometimes you just have to, it's just a turd sandwich, man. You just got to take a bite out of it. And you got to chew it up and swallow it. Like, that's
just what it is.
Life ain't fair, man. That's a big thing that I struggle with, because my parents told me so much when I was a kid. It's like, well, everything's got to be fair. I wish they had never said that, man. Like, that is not something that I will ever pound into Wally's head. I mean, it's a good thing to learn, fairness and, fairness and equity. These are like good ideas, right? But I think the way that we've implemented them has not been beneficial for what the intent was.
Realistically speaking.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Is it fair
That's a tough one.
kids get stuff handed to them and the other kids don't? No, is it fair that some kids show up to school with a tablet and you're like, well, we can't really afford that, but...
Yeah, man, I think about that a lot. It's like, I've worked really hard in my life at a lot of different places. I mean, I worked at a morgue one time just to make money, and then you like look at people that come from money, or not even that. It's like people that just seem to get lucky, like all the time, they just seem to be at the right place at the right time. And it's like, no matter how hard I try or how hard I work, like that level or that peg on the board always just seems like unattainable. Yeah, and it's hard because you're always striving for that. And like, when is enough enough? Like, when am I just gonna like realize like I'm not gonna attain that thing, and that's okay? Like, it's being okay with not being able to reach like this lofty goal. Like, my body's never gonna be good again. Like, it's just not. I can't lay down in a magic bath or go up to that, space. Remember that space station with that Matt Damon movie where he gets like the robo suit in the end and he's like super awesome? What was it called? Elysium or something like that. And you can go up to the space station and you just lay in this table and it goes and your cancer's gone. Like, yeah, dude, that's not, that ain't real life, man. Like, yeah, being a human's hard. Being a human's real hard, especially when you're born into a bunch of money.
Well, we're going to touch up on that a little later on.